Good evening and welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Spartan basketball here on TSSR Game Time Live as BPC and Farmington going to battle here in our JV contest just underway. Right low with it for BPC. Jumper up and good.
Hey, why didn't you start the scoring program?
I hadn't gotten that far. I was going to do it before you sat next to me.
3 on the way by number 14. That
Cole
is
Blackhurst.
Cole Blackhurst.
So 3-2 in favor of Farmington. Braylon Griffiths up with a shot, no good. Rebound down to Logan Gardner, freshman number 32 for the Farmers, over to number 15, and Blake Mells.
Okay, folks, just ignore the screen for a second, okay? Actually, hold on.
Logan Gardner a whistle for the foul, his first, team first. Griffiths to trigger the inbound for BPC. He's going to swing it out to a low for BPC. He loses the handle, gets it back to Griffiths' right wing. He'll have the ball stolen away by 15, Blake Mells. And we're going to get a jump ball alternating possession to the Farmers. 3-2 our score, 7:08 to play here in the first quarter. Farmer basketball number 30 with it. That is Bradley Kemper, now across to number 33. Who I don't have on the, I think that's Thomas Nordwall. He was not on my JV roster. Spartan basketball, 6:50 to go. Braylon Griffith's going to bring it up across midcourt, right side. Double team, looking for some help. Going to get it to King, and King shot up a little too strong. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Lowe for BPC. And he's going to lose the handle, stolen away by number 32, Logan Gardner. He's going to go up. His shot, no on the shot. And a foul going to be whistled on BPC. Kristen Graybill, his first, team's first.
Okay, camera's better now. Now I'll try to get the scoreboard working.
Free throws on the way for number 32. Logan Gardner for Farmington. The first one in and out, no good.
What's the score?
3-2 Farmington. Parker Grout is 21 into the ball game for BPC as Lowe's going to check out. Look at that. We have a picture.
And a scoreboard.
And a scoreboard. Ball going to be picked up by BPC. Griffiths will bring it up for the Spartans. 6:20 to play here in the opening quarter. Picks up a dribble, look for some help. Tried to goes in the Graybill. He'll corral the loose ball. Bounce pass to King, stolen away by number 30, Bradley Kemper for Farmington. Griffiths now will steal back. He's going to go in right side, shot up and good for Braylon Griffiths for BPC. 4-3 lead now for the Spartans. Under 6 to play, 5:55 to go. Near corner, 15, Mells. Back to Mells. Near corner, that's number 14, Blackhurst. Mel's going to fire up a long 3 and hit.
That's 2 baskets apiece. Problem is, it's 2 threes for the Farmers and 2 twos for the Spartans.
Yeah, Mel's with his first 3 of the contest.
I guess that's a problem if you're the Spartans. It's not a problem if you're the
No,
Farmers.
if you're a Farmer fan, it is not. 6-4 in favor of Farmington. Ball poked into the backcourt, picked up by Griffiths. Mel's is going to poke it away again for Farmington. Quick outlet down the floor. Nice look and a score. Number 30, Bradley Kemper.
They can make baskets inside the arc, too.
8-4 lead.
Sorry, my arm's over there.
Dylan King for 2 for BPC. Cuts it to a 2-point Farmer lead. 8-6, 4:50 to play here in our opening quarter, our JV contest. Moving around the perimeter, straightaway 3 off the back iron by number 14, Blackhurst. And Farmington going to come up with the rebound. Blackhurst gets it back. Mel's going to fire one from way downtown, about 4 or 5 paces beyond the three-point line, a little long. And Griffiths with the rebound for BPC. King's going to get it. Free throw line. Nice bounce pass. Shot up a little too strong. King's going to keep it alive and have it stolen away by Mel's for Farmington. And now we're going to get a foul whistled on Dylan King. That will be his first, team second.
This JV team's improved quite a bit here this year, haven't they?
They have. They have been impressed with them. And nice win Friday night coming from behind to beat South Fulton by 5. See Thomas Anderson into the ball game for the first time, number 4. Noah Howell and number 0. That's number 0. Mason Green, number 4 in the ball game for the Farmers. Green's got it. Now to Blackhurst. Far side Mel's right in front of Coach Yoakum. Inside they're going to go to Gardner. And a little height mismatch there for Farmington, and Gardner's going to tack on 2 more for the Farmers. Crowdage will get it from Griffiths across midcourt. Lost the handle, near corner to Lowe. Lowe's going to drive baseline, cross court to Graybill, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, but we're going to get a foul whistled on Farmington. Logan Gardner, I believe, whistled for the foul. That'll be his second and team second.
Oh, missed one, sorry.
Griffiths to trigger the inbound for BPC. Gets it to Lowe. Lowe off the glass a little too strong. Rebound down to Farmington and Mel's.
He might have had a little help getting to the rim.
I think he did maybe a little bit as well. Mel's out of control shot, but kind of like backyard ball. They'll throw it off the backboard, catch your own rebound, and put it in.
I don't think you should get a rebound for that. I think you should get an assist.
There you go. Assist to yourself on the play.
Groudage is blocked that time. That is Groudage, right? Number 21.
Yep. So a 6-point lead now for the Farmers. Gardner's going to kick it out. Far wing, that is Mel's air ball shot, picked up by Lowe. He needs some help. Double team, gets it over to Groudage.
Yeah, he rebounded that right into the double team, and almost everybody left him. Finally, Groudage came back to him.
Griffiths with it right wing, right in front of us. Left hand dribble, going to kick it over to Anderson. 2:45 to play here in the opening quarter. Graybill. Groudage drives in, has a shot blocked by Gardner, but we're going to get a foul. And if that's on Gardner, that is his third, but it'll go on number 0, Noah Howell, his first, team's third.
0-0. Can you have a 0 and a 0-0 on a team?
Well, apparently Farmington's does that. I don't even see a 0-0 listed on their JV squad.
Must be Howell. That's Howell, a 0, but it's 0-0. I mean, that's a question nobody cares the answer to probably, but it is kind of.
It is interesting.
Does make you wonder.
Colvin Harrelson into the ball game as Groudage hits 1 of 2.
I mean, you can have a 55 and a 5.
There you go. Why not a 0-0?
Yeah.
12-7, 5-point Farmers lead. Shot up by number 31, Harrelson. Rebound down to BPC. 2.5 to play, 5-point Farmer lead. Griffith's going to drive baseline. His shot up short.
He just left that one short. I think he thought he was going to get contact and didn't.
Shot by Grell will get it over for a BPC. Groudage is going to pick it up. Quickly double teamed and over to Anderson now, number 4, left hand dribble. Farmington really hounded BPC in the backcourt. And I was going to say, I think Coach Yoakum is probably about at a point where he needs to take a timeout. He'll take a 30-second timeout here with 2:04 to play. We'll just keep it right here. We can tell you about Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank. A friendly service. Call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Chris Frankhauser, Dwayne Hulett, the big man, the boss man, in on the color this evening. Appreciate his help.
I appreciate your help. Even if you did make me look like an idiot and not have the scoreboard up when I'm supposed to be running the computer.
See, I thought I was running the computer.
I think you sabotaged me on purpose.
You think so? Okay. Hey, don't forget to chat us up. Let us know where you're tuning in from tonight. We always like to get some of those chats and read those on air.
We like all the chats.
All the chitty chats.
Some of them we do like more than others.
Griffiths with it for BPC. Groutage, right side. He's going to drive in and he's going to have it poked away, and that's going to be another foul, I believe, on Howell, and that will be his second, team's fourth.
2 players with 2 fouls. Is that what you got?
Yes.
Nope, that went to number 15.
See,
They fooled you.
I was kidding with Brandon the other night. I tried about half the time I'm wrong when I call. I think I know where the foul's being whistled. So maybe I should just shut up until the officials signal the bench.
I always tend to say, I think it's going to be on this person, but I'm wrong about 50% of the time.
Griffiths with it for BPC. He's going to hop in the lane. Nice little head fake and got the shooter's roll. Braylon Griffiths now with 4 and just a 3-point lead for the Farmers under a minute 40 to play.
Mallory just asked if we were talking about Elvis Presley. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know either.
If anybody at home thought we were talking about Elvis Presley, maybe I mispronounced something. It's probably like normal. She only half listens to me.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Farmington basketball. 21 with it. That is Corbin Shake. Inside to number 33, Thomas Nordwaller. Or Nordwall, I should say, not Waller. Harrelson with it.
There's literally 3 different jerseys, 2 or 3 different jerseys out there, too.
Mm-hmm. 3 different styles. I noticed that, too. Howell with it. Down under a minute to go. 55 seconds to play. Shot blocked, and King going to go the other way. Going to go up with the right hand, and Dylan King with 4, and down to a 1-point lead for the Farmers. 12-11, 40 seconds to play. Right side. Jumper up by Shake, and those are some pink shoes.
Those are some pink shoes, and that is a true set shot right there.
Yes, it was.
He barely even jumped, and he was set from a setting position. That was a great shot.
Inside now, King going to spin one up. Hard to the glass, no. And Farmington going to probably hold with just 13 seconds for the final shot of the quarter. Howell with it far side over to Green.
You know how I can tell I'm old?
How's that?
There's a 3. I'll let you.
The set 3 comes up a little short by 21. Corbin Shake. It's a 12-11 lead for Farmington after the opening quarter of play. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We typically see 40-plus patients a day. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 12-11 in favor of Farmington after 1 quarter of play. And all right, Dwayne, why are you old?
I can tell I'm old because I was already working in the newspaper business when Dylan King's parents were playing high school sports. And now he's playing high school sports, which tells me that I am old. And I've been doing this way too long.
Yes. You and me both. A lot of years. Dylan King, speaking of, he'll trigger the inbound for BPC. He's going to get it into Anderson. Anderson's going to drive in, tries to go to Graybill. Bounce pass right at the ankles, and the loose ball's going to go in a tie-up to Farmington.
That's the hardest bounce pass to catch, is one that bounces at the ankles.
Yes. Especially with Graybill's height. Going to make that bounce pass a little cleaner, a little stronger. As a 3 up and a little off the front of the rim by number 44, Shelby. And BPC with the basketball. That's Griffiths, number 10, freshman. We'll see some of him at the varsity level as well. Graybill with it. Top of the circle to King, right wing. Our side low going to fire up a three. Way too strong off the glass. Good rebound there by Dylan King for BPC. King now with 6 and BPC with a 1-point lead.
I think that was an assist also. If we gave an assist unto yourself on the other one, you have to give Lowe an assist on that one, right?
All right, we'll do that. Three-pointer from the near side up by number 31, Haroldson. And rebound down to Farmington. A little floater, no good. Farmington there for the rebound again. Finally picked up by Lowe for BPC. He'll lose the handle on it. And we're going to get a reach-in foul on Anderson on number 30, Bradley Kemper. And that'll be Anderson's first team's foul, number 1 on BPC here in the second quarter.
Blackhurst went up like he was trying to shoot that ball a second after it had been knocked away from him. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
It was like a delayed reaction. He went up in the air like somebody just knocked the ball away from me, and the ball was already almost out of bounds.
Mel's with it. Free throw line.
I mean, I like the acting. You might want to do it a little sooner.
3 up by Nordwall was no good. Farmington with the rebound again. Nordwall has it back to Mel's. 6:40 to play. That is number 14, Blackhurst. 30, Kemper. Shot a little short. King down with a rebound for BPC. Going to be quickly double team. Gets it to Griffiths. And we're going to get a reach-in foul, number 31, Haroldson. That will be his first and the first team foul on the Farmers.
They are
vicious.
Farmington is very handsy.
Yes.
They get up in your face. They want to double team every chance they get, and they very are slap happy. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but if you're not going to get called, they're going to get more and more physical until the foul calls. You got to give the coaching staff credit from Farmington to say, hey, you're going to do this, and when we figure out where the limit is, that's where we'll stop.
Exactly. And speaking of that, Grout is hounded in the near corner. Pass to King is going to go through the hands on the pass to Graybell. And I kind of wonder if Dylan shouldn't have just maybe went up and shot that one in as close as he was.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. He probably went in and expected the defense to close on him. The defense didn't close on him, and he was making a pass. And that pass is a great pass. Probably needs to be just a smidge softer because it was pretty close to Graybell there.
6:05 to play. Farmington basketball. They trail by 1. Now a good steal by Braylon Griffiths, and that is up. And Braylon Griffiths now with 6 3-point BPC lead, 15-12. Driving in Mel's. No on the shot. Rebound down to Howell. Back to Mel's. Three-pointer near corner a little long. Parker Groutage there for the rebound, and we're going to get a reach foul, holding foul on 14. Cole Blackhurst, his first. Team's second, number 12. Okay, they've got numbers.
Braden Brewer.
Yeah, has 12, and they're saying that's Kemper.
They are physical.
And the shot up by number 14, Blackhurst, no. Now stolen away by Groutage. Here comes BPC, 2-on-1. Grout is going to stop and just roll it up over the top of the rim.
I don't know if
Grout is with 3.
It wasn't the most graceful-looking stop
but
and
it's
shot,
still 2 in the scoreboard.
That's right.
5:40 to go.
The impressive thing is that you would never try to teach or coach a kid to do that, but his ability to stop that foot, not drag that back foot, was rather amazing in all honesty.
3 ball up by Farmington. No good. Griffiths there. Nice rebound for Braylon Griffiths or BPC.
Really wonder if Farmington is shooting a lot of threes.
Nice move by Griffiths. Can't finish.
And that's been their downfall, is they shot a couple early and made them, and then they've struggled since then. And that's kind of allowed BPC to
Coach
who's
Anderson
working the ball inside to get some buckets to fall.
Yeah, Coach Anderson is going to take a full timeout. 5:14 to play here in the first half. We can tell you about King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell, Macomb. They support BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. That's 6932. They also perform DOT CDL physicals for just $85. Also brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home, agricultural lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street. To learn more, Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. And also Rosie's Pizza. That sounds pretty good right about now. They offer something for everyone, pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also, let's try that again.
Are you sure?
Take two. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. 5-point BPC lead. It'll be Farmington basketball out of the timeout. 5:14 to play here in the opening half. Mells to inbound. Gets it to Blackhurst. Back to Mells. Gardner back in the ball game for Farmington. Blackhurst free throw line. Kicks it around to Howell. Near corner to Kemper. Howell's going to fire up a three and hits from the near side. Noah Howell, three. His first points of the game and a 2-point BPC lead. King, top to Griffiths. Inside, they're going to go to Graybill. Ball hooked away by Gardner. Now corralled by Farmington. Here comes Gardner the other way. He's going to drive in, kicks it out, far corner. Howell with it. Left wing to Mells. Blackhurst.
Gardner's dad today on Messenger, I do believe.
Okay.
And he's watching at home, so I want to say hi to them.
Gardner's going to fire up a three, a little short. Rebound down to BPC.
I think we'll see him in the varsity game some as well.
King with it, right wing, going to drive in. Lost the handle, and the pass going to go out of bounds off of BPC. Back to Farmington with a 2-point lead for BPC.
What I'm seeing from BPC is their Coach Yoakum's done a great job to get these guys and kids to understand basketball and where they need to be. And now you just got to learn some of the finesse that goes along with it, right? When to throw a hard pass, when to throw a little softer pass, how to control the passes a little bit better. But their basketball IQ from what I saw early in the year compared to now is vastly improved.
Mel's three off the glass, no good. King with the rebound for BPC. He's going to drive in, scoop that, got too far under the basket. And Farmington now with the basketball. Here comes Mel, stolen away by Griffiths. Nice play by Braylon Griffiths. He's got 8 now for BPC and a 4-point lead, 19-15.
That was all. Who's number 11?
Not
Mark Schmidt.
No, that's varsity. I don't have 11 on my roster tonight. Graybill going to be whistled for the foul. His first, or his second, I should say. Team second. Thomas Anderson back for BPC. Shot up by 33. I think that is Nordwall, but I'm not sure about that after some of the numbers and stuff we've seen this far. And that was on Thomas Anderson, his second. Team's third. First one up, no good. King going to check back in for BPC for Anderson. 3:09 to play here in the first half. And the second one is up and good.
That stomp by the cheerleaders kind of startled me a little bit.
It's a little loud. It was a little loud.
That was perfectly in sync with each other, too.
Griffith's going to drive in, kicks it out. Crable going to fire a three from straight on. No good. Rebound down to the Farmers. Blackhurst, number 14. Gardner. Nordwall. Far side to Blackhurst. Mel's with it, guarded by Lowe. 2:35 to play. Gardner going to fire up a three off the front line. Good rebound there by Griffiths for BPC. He's going to drive and runs into Gardner, has the ball poked away, gets it right back, and I think he's going to get a foul, and that may be number 3 on Mr. Gardner.
It is.
That'll be his third, team's third. And
Number 30, Braden Brewer, and number 4, Thomas Anderson.
Braden Brewer is number 30, 12 on their roster. Groudage with it for BPC. He's going to have the shot blocked by, I think that is Mel's. And a foul going to be whistled on the Farmers and Mel's, I believe. Nope, that's going to go on Brewer. Again, me trying to call predict the foul.
It's hard down low like that. You can call them when they're out top and generally, but when they're down low, it's so hard to pick which person. Because, in all honesty, you could probably call a foul
most of the time.
Most of the time, if you really wanted to, And it is. Are you calling this one or are you calling that one?
Crowd is 0 of 2 from the line. Good rebound for Kings. Going to outlet over to Anderson. Going to go out of bounds off Farmington. Stay with BPC with 2:12 to play. A 3-point lead for BPC at 19-16.
Much like his dad, Dylan's pretty athletic. He's not the tallest kid on the floor, but he's athletic. He can jump. Some of those times, instead of looking to pass, I think if he just jump and shoot, he's going to be above most guys in that scenario. I'd like to see him just take that up and put it right straight to the basket.
Inbound pass stolen away by Mel's and the Farmers.
But his dad was a good passer as well.
Yes, he was. Blackhurst with it now for BPC, or for Farmington, I should say, purple. And white, or trim, gold trim.
What
you
color?
Said purple, white, gold, black, polka dot, everything in between. We've seen, like you said, though, that's what kind of throws me off is most of the guys have got the purple black back numbers on the back, but a couple of them don't, and throws us for a little bit of a loop. And the shot up right on the rim there by number 30, Kemper. And no on the shot, BPC. Now Anderson with it, going to drive it, picks up the dribble free throw line to Groudage, down to a minute 20 to play. Groudage going to go to the glass, hangs on the rim, no good. Ball poked away momentarily by King, picked up by the Farmers. Down to a minute 5 to go. Kemper to Blackhurst. He's going to drive and float one up from 10. Got the shooter's bounce off the back iron. Blackhurst with 5, a 1-point lead for BPC. Griffiths the other way, 45 seconds to go. Lost a handle on it going up for the shot and rebound down to the Farmers.
Yeah, he had it stripped away, actually. He kind of forced his way in there, and they got a hand on the ball and knocked it away.
Nordwall. Blackhurst going to fire a 3. Follow up by Mel's, no good. Rebound down to King, 28 seconds to play. Outlet to Anderson. Anderson's going to spin move, and nice little spin move there by Thomas Anderson. His first 2, and back to a 3-point lead for BPC, down to 15 seconds to play. Mel's with it. To Green.
Oh,
nice
cut without the basketball.
Mel's with his 7th point of the contest, back to a 1-point lead. And that will be our score at the half, 21-20 in favor of BPC. As the Spartans outscoring Farmington 10-8 in the quarter and lead it by 1, 10-8 or 21-20. We'll step aside for our MDH halftime interview. We'll be back here in just a couple moments.
All right, well, we're here with Bill Murdoch. All right, welcome to halftime here, Patrick Osterman. Oh, welcome back. We're here with Adrian McGregor. Adrian, you're a Macomb guy.
Yes.
So you're living in Macomb, working at MDH.
Yes.
What's your position?
So I'm the Vice President of Clinical and Support Services here at the hospital. I have about 120 employees that roll up my direction through the organizational chart. And probably the easiest way to explain is I have a great great group of department directors that work for me. So areas like radiology and lab and physical therapy and cardiopulmonary services, those are kind of the main areas that roll my way. And then on the support side, pretty much all things with the plant, the facilities, keeping it clean, construction, all of that rolls up in my direction as well. So I never am bored, and I have plenty to do every day. So sometimes it feels like I just need more daylight than I need work. But this is a great organization, and I work with some of the best people in this community, and I'm proud of that. Mostly proud of all that they are and all that they do, and the employees and what they contribute to the organization. We have a great group here.
Well, two things that caught my attention in what you mentioned. There's been a lot of construction going on, so you've had a lot to deal with. Maybe we could hit on that.
Sure.
But I don't know that in any of the times that I've done these interviews that we've talked about keeping the facility clean.
Yes.
I think those are the forgotten heroes of this place, right? Because if any place needs to be clean, it's here.
Yes.
How important and how much effort goes into keeping a hospital clean?
Well, I can tell you a tremendous amount of effort is made at keeping the facility clean. And just to give you an idea of the complexity of that, we have 14,000 visits a year in our emergency department, for instance. Everybody that comes to the emergency department is most likely having a bad moment of their day, or could be a game changer for their year or even beyond. And so obviously that high volume, that equates to 40 or 50 patients a day. You got to have a clean place for every patient coming in hour by hour, minute by minute. And so that area just alone has to be kept clean. But then when you expand out to, we have approximately 800,000 square feet that needs to be kept clean throughout the entire hospital.
That's a lot of feet.
We do have a lot of employees engaged in that area. Jimmy Rogers actually oversees that area and then some. And so he has put together a team within our environmental services department to ensure cleanliness within the four walls of the hospital alone, but then also partners with several independent contractors that work on some of our business buildings or our physician buildings in other clinics that we have that aren't even located in Macomb. And so he and I have worked closely together over the past 3 years on this. And it was a struggle during COVID for sure, because you want to ensure that every area is cleaned, not only daily, but at times within every hour, if not more. And so it is a valiant effort. It's so important that Medicare watches for any type of hospital-acquired infection that could be picked up from the hospital. So our job is to stay clean, keep clean, and be even cleaner than mom or grandma would ever want you to have. So
it's a lot more than washing hands.
It really is, and hand washing is part of that as well. Right. In our infection control department, who would have thought that within healthcare that keeping your hands cleaned every hour, every day, after every and even during patient interactions could be a game changer with preventing further infection. And we watch it very, very closely. And of course, everywhere you go, you see not only sinks and patient care areas, but hand gelling in and throughout that. And so we have to, it's what we do. It's not, oh, wow, that's a lot. It's what you do in healthcare. You have to do it. It takes care of patients. It takes care of practitioners. It is basic and fundamental, but when you do it, the outcomes are pretty clear. You help patient care. You prevent infections from happening that shouldn't have happened. Number one. Number two is your staff stay healthier as well.
Which is key in today's world.
Absolutely.
Well, Adrian, I greatly appreciate you coming and talking. And we just touched on some of the stuff that you deal with on a daily basis. So I'm sure we can talk to you again about some other things.
You bet.
But it was fun talking about the things that people kind of, I think, forget about a little bit, to get left behind. We talk about the doctors and the nurses all the time. We don't talk about the people that keep that stuff rolling. So I appreciate you being here. And
thank you so much. It was wonderful. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School halftime of the JV contest, 21-20 in favor of the Spartans. Now they got the stuck basketball out from the rim. Running down our first half stats again, 21-20 here at the break. For BPC, Braylon Griffiths with 8. Dylan King with 6. 3 for Parker Groudage, 2 for Thomas Anderson, 2 for Jaden Robinson. For Farmington, Cole Blackhurst with 8, or with 5, I should say. Blake Mills with 7. 3 for Noah Howe. 2 for Bradley Kemper. And 2 for Logan Gardner and a free throw for Nordwall. 21-20 here at the break. Spartans up by 1. Don't forget, coming up following this one, our JV or varsity contest. Throw down there by Brock Beekman. Just saw as the varsity squads are out warming up.
D. Ruffin keeps acting like he's going to, but he's about 8 inches short of getting there. Which sounds like a lot, but considering he's only about 5'2" or 3" or whatever he is now, that's pretty impressive.
Yes. Spartans been playing some varsity, been playing some better basketball here in 2025. Surprising second half. I'm not, I guess, surprising, but it was a 28-28 game at the break, and BPC exploded in that second half to finish with 71 points Friday night. So, and just came out and just flat dominated South Fulton in that second half. So anxious to see if they can carry some of that momentum into tonight's contest.
A little alley-oop action there that time.
Brock was going to try and put one down the other night on Friday night, and then at the last second he went up and thought maybe better of it and just laid it in.
It's amazing, this JV contest, how different the two teams have been. BPC is maybe taking a couple three-point shots, but they have focused on pushing the ball to the basket, drawing fouls, getting layups, or at least attempting to get layups. Farmington, who probably has the size advantage,
they do, yeah,
has really spent a lot of time outside the three-point line. And in all honesty, that's the reason why the Spartans have the lead in this game, is Farmington is shooting a bunch of threes and just are not hitting them. They hit a couple right at the beginning of the game. They had a 6-4 lead. Both teams had 2 baskets, and since then the three-pointer has not been their friend.
No, it's not. They've hit 3, but like you said, those first 2 were pretty early on in the contest.
The first two baskets of the game were three-pointers. And
they've just kind of settled for that ever since. And like I said, I'm a little surprised by that because Farmington, I think, clearly does have the height advantage to work more inside. As we are set, second half basketball getting ready to start back up here at BPC. Spartan basketball, Dylan King to inbound for the Spartans. It'll be Robinson, King, Griffiths, Graybill, and Howe on the floor for BPC. Let's see, Mills, Gardner, Blackhurst, Kemper, and Nordwall. And we get a foul on Farmington.
Foul charge number
Oh, and Gardner's going to pick up his 4th. Noah Howell's going to check in. Gardner's going to have a seat with his 4 fouls. Spartans get in low. Griffith's going to fire one up for a 3. A little long. King there for the rebound for BPC. Good hustle by Dylan. Back to Griffiths. We're going to get a push on Farmington.
Mills, I believe, number 15.
I believe that is correct.
Look at that. It's not hard.
Nice job. the look I just gave you, right? Griffiths to trigger the inbound for BPC. Grayville going to go up strong, a little too strong on the shot. Oh, it's going to be, I was going to say, I think Richard jumped up, or Robinson jumped up and knocked it out of bounds. The initial call was stay with the Spartans. Now they get it corrected and go basketball to the Farmers. Blackhurst. Out of Howe. Back to Blackhurst. Just underway. 7:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Right side to Howe. Norwell. Now Brewer. Back to Brewer from Mells. Norwell. 7 minutes to go. Good patience by Farmington. Trying to look more inside, trying to hit Cutter. Mells tries to cut there, and no one sees him. Howell with the basketball. Back to Blackhurst. Down to 6:45 to go. Mells goes up, shot, no. Rebound down to the Farmers. Around the perimeter, shot up, and good 3-ball by Brewer. And
turnover
a steal.
And a foul, I believe, is going to be on Dylan King. We'll wait and see, though. It is on King.
That is correct, and that'll be his 2nd. And that's going to put Mells at the free throw line for 2. And Farmington back on top by 2, 23-21, 6:26 to play. First one up, and first one is good. That gives Mells 8. Mells hits both of them.
I know that they made that 3 there to start that quarter, but you could tell that they were,
Griffiths hits the deck.
A lot of contact. And
I'm going to go back to Farmington.
What I was going to say is it looked like they were not taking the first or second open 3 that time, though. They wanted to get the ball inbounds into the infield. The lane, inside the arc somewhere on that possession. As they're moving a lot more players down along the baseline and into the lane, trying to get some shots in the paint, which they did not do in the first half.
Howell's going to throw one up, man. Good box out there by King to keep Farmington from getting that basketball. Gets it over to Griffiths, 5:56 to play. Left hand between the legs on the dribble. Is going to drive in. Spin move. Lost the handle on it. Goes to the floor. And ball still loose. Going to be tied up.
I don't know if they're going to. Yep, they are. I thought for a split second they might call a foul there.
On Graybill?
On Graybill for diving on across the Farmington player that was on the floor, but they called the jump instead.
So it'll go to Farmington. Farmers now up by 4, 25-21, 5:38 to play. Brewer with it, picked up by Lowe. Picks up the dribble. Nice backdoor cut again. That was Mells again. He got the one nice backdoor cut in the first half.
Yeah, Spartans did a little better job of getting to that one, but they still didn't get there in time to prevent the easy bucket.
Mells with 11. Nice shot up on the right side by Braylon Griffiths. That's going to put him in double figures at 10. 4-point lead.
Braylon did a good job getting that one high up off the glass to go in. It's the only thing he could do with it.
27-23, favor of the Farmers. 5 minutes to play. And we're going to get a reach-in foul on Jaden Robinson. That will be his first. And team foul number 2. Blackhurst to inbound just below us. Mel's with it, double team by BPC. Out to Brewer. Blackhurst. Now picked up by Howell. Mel's going to fire up a 3 way long, and then ball going to go out of bounds off of Robinson. It'll stay with the Farmers.
Sometimes shots are off so badly that the rebound is not easy, and that's kind of what happened right there. You're expecting it to get the rim or hoping it'll get the rim, and then it doesn't. It comes right at you.
And we're going to get a couple players coming in for Farmington. Number 20, Parker Crow.
And number 12, Bradley Kemper. I believe is who they've been calling number 12. Anybody from Farmington's watching, if you can tell us who some of these players are that we have maybe the numbers mixed up on.
I think they've got Braden Brewer and Kemper switched around. And the ball going to go out of bounds and stay with Farmington with 4:21 to play here in the third quarter. 4-point lead, 27-23 for the Farmers. Mel's with it for Farmington. Going to drive in. Lost a hand. I don't quite know what happened. He was trying to go in the near corner to Crow. That ball was about 10 feet over his head and out of bounds. Crable will bring it up for the Farmers. Gets it to Griffiths. He's going to have a wide open look at a 3 off the rim. No good. Good hustle by Richard Robinson for the rebound, and he's going to step on the end line and turn over to the Farmers.
Michelle Welker says you are correct. Brewer and Kemper are switched. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that greatly.
Kemper up with the shot, no good. Rebound down to BPC.
Want me to do it?
Side low is going to get one up off the glass and in. Nice look inside. Braden Lowe with his first 2 of the points of the game, 27-25 in favor of Farmington. Noah Howe swings around to Mel's, out of Crow. Back to Howe. Free throw line jumper, a little strong by Blackhurst. Rebound down to King for BPC. Doesn't have the numbers, so he'll slow it down. Gets it to Lowe to Griffiths. Griffiths going to drive in right side. Stops off the glass. No good. Rebound down to Kemper. Bradley Kemper for Farmington.
As a right-handed shooter, spinning left and throwing it up like that is the hard thing to do. You really want to spin to the opposite direction. There's another pass too high and out of bounds.
So that'll go back to BPC as Anderson going to check in for Robinson.
Nope, for King.
Nope, for King. My apologies. Number 4, Mason Green into the ball game for Farmington.
And number 33, Mason Green.
Mel's to Crow. To number 4, Green. He's going to spin, free up, and in and out, no good. Mel's there for the rebound. He throws one up over his head, no good, and rebound down to Griffiths for BPC. And Coach Jochum going to take a full timeout here with 2:37 to play in the third quarter with Farmington on top, 27-25. We'll step aside and we'll be back in a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 2:37 to play, 2-point lead for Farmington, 27-25. We're brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mandbfurniturinc.com. You can also give them a call at 309-772-2111. Sprint basketball out of the timeout, trailing it by 2. Griffiths to trigger the inbound. Need some help. Going to get it to Anderson. Back to Griffiths. 2:30 to play. Third quarter. Anderson gets it back from Griffiths. Gets it over to Graybell. Nearly has it stolen. Graybell thought about the three. He's going to drive in. Floated up. A little floater. Up and good. First points of the night for Christian Graybell. And we're tied at 27. Mel's with it, far corner, going to drive in, shot up off the glass, no, but going to be whistled going to the line, and that will, yep. Braylon Griffiths, his first, team's third. Mel's back to the line. He's 2 of 2 in the quarter from the free throw line. And make that 3 of 3. Cole Blackhurst going to check in as number 12. Bradley Kemper will check out.
I wonder if he's related to Paul and Jake Blackhurst.
Second one, no good. Shot up on the rebound by Norwal is no good. Griffiths with a rebound for BPC. 2 minutes to play. Farmers up by 1, 28-27. Tries to go into Graybell, and the pass stolen away by Green. Jumper up, no good. Griffiths there for the rebound. Shot was by number 30, Braden Brewer. Griffiths nearly losing the handle. Is going to have it stolen away by Mel's.
Sometimes you can try to do too much, and I kind of feel like that's what Griffiths is trying to do in a few scenarios here.
Blackhurst 3 short. Griffiths there for the rebound again for BPC. Minute 15 to play. To Robinson inside to Graybell. Huge mismatch there for Graybell over Green, and BPC is going to take the lead by 1 on Graybell's fourth.
That's where Graybell needs to be. He needs to make a living down there in a post, and he needs to.
Traveling violation on number 30, Braden Brewer. The basket went in, but traveling and back to BPC with a 1-point lead.
So Graybell needs to make a living down there, and then once he establishes down low, those threes that he obviously likes to take occasionally would be much more open if he could establish himself down low first.
Graybell get it now from Griffiths. 40 seconds to play. Over to Anderson. Low left wing 3 off the iron, no good. Griffiths there for the rebound for BPC. Nice head fake goes up. No on this shot, but he'll go to the free throw line. I think they may get Norwald from behind, number 33 on the foul.
Got that one right.
That's, well, got the number right, but it's Mason Green, number 4. Good grief. So Griffiths to the line for 2. Griffiths goes 1 of 2 from the line, hits the second. Apologize for any of the mix-up on the names as the roster that we were given and the numbers not lining up. And the shot up and no, but that's going to send number 4 to the line, and we'll find out who number 4 is since it's not who we have listed on our roster. First free throw up and no good. 2-point lead for BPC. 13.1 seconds to play.
Michelle Walker, can you tell us who number 4 is that's shooting right then, and who number 33 is?
33, they said, is Mason Green.
So who's number 4 then?
Apologize for this. Like I said, our rosters have not, names and numbers are not lining up. As a shot at the buzzer, no good. So they'll head to the fourth with BPC on top, 30-28. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. Michelle, thank you. 33 is Mason Green.
So still have to figure out who number 4 is.
Spartan basketball to start the fourth quarter. King, Griffiths, Howe, Anderson, and Grayville on the floor for BPC. Get you the 5 on the floor for Farmington here in just a minute. Green, Mells, Blackhurst, Brewer, and Gardner.
Gardner back in with 4 fouls.
Griffiths with it, spin move up over Gardner. A nice looking shot there by Braylon Griffiths.
Well, he likes spinning that direction.
13 now for Griffiths, 5-point lead for BPC. Gardner inside, up over Graybill. Ball just set on the far side of the rim and dropped in. Gardner now with 4, and back to a 2-point lead for BPC, 32-30. Griffiths bounce over to King, to Anderson. And he's going to be tied up by Mells, and it'll go to Farmington. So Farmers with a chance to tie or take a lead here with 7:13 to play in the third quarter. And a late substitution by BPC as number 11, Jaden Robinson, will check in for Dylan King.
I think that was a late horn. Logan M.
McCoy.
McCoy.
We're going to go with McCoy. Shot up by Mells. A three-pointer is good. 15 now for Mells, and just like that, Farmington back on top, 33-32, 6:45 to play. Graybill's pass right off of Mells, and here come the Farmers. That's Brewer. His shot up and good. Brayden Brewer now with 5, and 3-point lead for Farmington, 35-32. Griffiths with the basketball for BPC, near side to low. Over to Rich is going to fire up a 3 short over the nice rebound down by Green. Mason Green, number 33 for the Farmers. Brewer, Mells, left wing 3 is going to be short. Rebound down to Anderson for BPC. Gets it to Griffiths.
See, that's one of those times where you've built a 3-point lead. You don't have to rush a 3-point shot.
Griffiths going to drive in. We're going to get a blocking foul on Mells. And that's his 4th. Nope, his 3rd. My apologies. Team's first. Griffiths to inbound. Going to lob it in to Graybill. Over to Lowe. Back to Griffiths, right side. Spin move. Lost a handle on it, floats one up. The ball bounced around a couple times, wouldn't drop for BPC. 35-32 lead Farmington basketball. Blackhurst to Green. Bells to Brewer. Inside, they're going to go to Gardner. We're going to get loose ball, a foul on Braylon Griffiths for BPC.
Braylon reached in, and the official thought that he got arm to go along with the ball. And I think the first swipe, the whistle might have been a smidge late, but I think the first swipe got arm, and then he followed with the ball because the ball fell out after he got the arm.
Shot up by Brewer long and rebound down to Robinson for BPC.
Farmington just continues to play into BPC's hands by taking those three-pointers, especially quick three-pointers.
Anderson,
you know,
yeah,
if you
you're
just
right.
if you just work the ball around a little bit and then take a three-pointer is one thing, but oof.
Griffiths with it. Reverse layup, no, but we're going to get a foul on Farmington.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
There's
that
about
might
three
be
guys there.
It's going to be on Green.
Green, his first. Nope, his second. Team second. Griffith's going to go to the line for two.
Coach Yoakum taking a chance to do a little coaching on the sidelines right here.
It's the first. $14 now, unofficially for Griffiths, 35-33. Farmington up by 2. Hits them both. Down to a 1-point lead, 35-34. That ball going to be poked away, saved by Richards. It's going to be saved, stolen away now. Griffiths with it for BPC. He'll slow things down.
So Robertson stole it, then Brewer stole it, and then Griffith stole it.
Low
in a
with
matter
it,
of three
near
passes.
side, Richards. Robinson, I'm sorry. Robinson now has it poked away. Crowd by Griffiths. Cross court, Grable going to fire up a three. It's a little long. Rebound.
That's going to be on low, I think.
They're going to get Farmington, I think, on the foul. I thought Lowe was over the back.
Maybe Lowe got pushed from behind. That might have been what the deal was.
Braden Brewer, his second, team's third. Brewer going to check
Brewer
out.
was behind the play, so Lowe got into Green, which is what I thought they were calling, but it must have been Brewer pushed Lowe into Green. But sometimes the first guy doesn't get caught.
Now stolen away. Here comes Howell the other way for Farmington. His layup no good. Anderson there for the rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball as Green got in there to tie it up. It'll go to BPC. King and Groundage into the ball game for BPC.
Coach Anderson over there is about to lose his mind, I think.
.4:13 to go. Fourth quarter, 1-point lead for Farmington. Griffith's going to have that pass stolen away by Howell.
Everything is a jump overhead pass. If they would just bounce past occasionally, those passes would not be stolen nearly.
Blackhurst going to fire up a three, in and out, no good. Griffiths there again, like you were saying earlier, Farmington settling for those perimeter shots, and they're not really falling much for the Farmers. Griffiths got it. He'll have it poked away from behind by Mells, picked up by Gardner. Gardner going to be drive right side to Howell. Mells, far corner, Blackhurst.
What is BPC playing? Is it a 1-3-1?
I'm not. Kind of has that look to it a little bit, but then it doesn't at the same time. Mells shot up, no good. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Gardner. He's going to spin move on King and Graybell. No, and gets Graybell airborne, and he'll go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws.
I'm relatively certain it's a zone, but they follow people way past what would be their zone. Does that make any sense?
Sure.
So that makes it really hard to decipher
Differentiate, yeah,
what they're
doing.
trying to play, really.
That foul on Graybell is his third. Gardner will miss the first one. Low and back in for BPC. Groudage will check out. Gardner hits the second. That gives him 5. 36-34. 2-point lead for Farmington. 3 minutes to go. Right side, King. Right hand dribble. Going to pick it up. Looking for some help. Gets it out to Griffiths. Griffiths going to drive in free throw line. Inside. Out to King. Had Grable open for a minute. Low. Now to Robinson. Back to Low. He's going to fire up a 3 and hit. Braden Lowe with 5, and BPC back on top by 1 in a back and forth contest, 37-36. Howe with it. Mells inside. Gardner shot good, and a foul going to be whistled on King. I believe that will be number 3 on Dylan King.
Foul charge 23, Dylan King, his third, team third.
Team's third. Third on
Number 4, Thomas Anderson.
King. Thomas Anderson into the ball game for BPC. Gardner completes the 3-point play. And they got a full timeout by Coach Yoakum with 2:27 to play. And the Farmers up to 39-37. We'll keep it here. And we can tell you about Western Illinois University. Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out at WIU. There's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Also brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Of course, our main sponsor, their athletic trainers and rehabilitation center. With locations in Bushnell, Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. Also, Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's local original sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randall Street in Macomb.
I'm getting beat on over here.
I was going to say, what's going on while I'm reading commercials?
I'm getting beat on.
There's some roughhousing going on over here.
She's mean. She's the meanest camera person we got.
Spartan basketball out of the timeout. Griffiths picked up by Mells. Across to Graybell.
And you cannot do the same thing every time with the same kind of pass and expect to get a different result.
Blackhurst with it. Mells near corner. Black to Blackhurst. Howell. Green. Right wing to Mells. Back over to Howell. Inside to Gardner. There's a mismatch with Gardner over Anderson. And that pushes the lead to 4 for Farmington under 2 to play, 41-37. Minute 40 to go. Low with it, near corner. Stolen away again by Farmington. 2 Mells. Side again, Gardner. And up and good. And 6-point lead now, a minute 25 to play for BPC with the basketball. It's going to be double teamed out near midcourt. Driving, looking for some help. Fadeaway shot, got the shooter's roll. Braylon Griffiths, 4-point lead, 43-39, 105 to play. Green picked up by Lowe. Far side to Blackhurst. And a foul going to be whistled on Robinson. That will be his second. Team's fourth. Team's third, my apologies.
Should be their fourth.
Mells with it, 50 seconds to play.
They had 3 a minute ago, but I guess not.
Green whistled, or will pick up the foul on Anderson. That'll be his third.
Well, that's where this quarter fouls per quarter thing gets you,
Yes.
right? Because you have to get enough fouls. Well, now it took them 15 or 20 seconds to get the 2 fouls just to make him shoot free throws.
Now they are saying, I think, that it is 5. And you were right.
Can you say that louder for the people in the back row?
You were right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Note the time. It's 7:10 on Tuesday, January 14th. To the line for 2 is Blake Mells. 15 points on the night for Mells. And this one will bounce off the back iron and drop. Make that 16 now, 44-39. Second one is in and out. No good. Gardner there for the rebound. He's going to go up strong and draw a foul on BPC. Going to go on 11. Jaden Robinson.
I think we're seeing down the stretch of this game what this game would have been like if Gardner had not gotten in foul trouble earlier.
And the first one up and no good.
He is dominating the inside, and when they were depending on threes that weren't going in the first half, he would have been an inside presence that would have made that not necessary, right?
And the second one no good. Rebound down to Howell.
That's the second straight rebound on a missed shot.
Mells quickly into Gardner. We're going to get a foul on the floor.
At least they fouled him on the floor and didn't let him get a shot up.
Anderson whistled for the foul. His 4th, team's 5th. We get some substitutions for BPC. 41.7 seconds play. First one up and good. King, Groudage, Shaden Shannon,
Number 23, Dylan King. 21, Parker Groudage. 20, Jaden Shannon. And Evan Ash.
Evan Ash, number 3. Rebound down to Shannon. Now to Groudage. 35 seconds to play. 6-point lead. King, he'll drive baseline. Shot up. No good. Their rebound is Green. Down to 25 seconds to play. Here comes Blackhurst.
And they're not going to foul anymore.
Mells to Howell. Gardner down to 15 seconds to play. Farmington, just as you said, just going to work it around the perimeter. Green, Mells, and Blackhurst is going to play catch. Down to 4, and that will do it. As Farmington's going to come from behind at the half and win at 45-39 here in our JV contest.
They were actually down by 2 to Bushnell at the quarter break,
Yep,
right?
30-28. So they outscore them in the 4th and win by 6.
Unofficial scoring for tonight's game. First, the victorious Farmington Farmers. Farmers will lead in scoring by number 15, Blake Mells.
We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with some stats. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. And welcome back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, the final for the JV contest. As you see on the screen, 45-39. And Chris has got some stats over there.
For the victorious Farmers, they're led by the 15 of Blake Mells, 13 for Logan Gardner, 5 each for Braden Brewer and Cole Blackhurst, 3 for Noah Howell, and 1 for Mason Green. As the Spartans and Farmers come to the fore for the varsity contest. For BPC, 17 for Braylon Griffiths, 6 for Dylan King, 5 for Braden Lowe, 4 for Christian Graybill, 3 for Parker Groudage, and 2 each for Jaden Robinson and Thomas Anderson.
Well, that'll do it.
That will do it.
Back for varsity in about 10 minutes or so. Thanks for watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.